Right, so hi everyone. I'm going to just record it. So I'm not doing it on the live stream, just recording. Does it make a whole load of difference to you? Because, but it's just this will be uploaded as a video rather than a live stream for tomorrow. Because I foresee, oh, that's a bit frizzy, isn't it? Annoying. Yeah, because I foresee I'm going to be I'm going to be tired. Because well, I don't know though, because I'm going to be doing three of the signs that I need to do. Oh, that's annoying me too. That's really annoying. Why is my paneling so? I don't know. Um, so basically, so again, you might be being a bit pernickety. That's quite funny because it's so I remember I'm filming this the day before, but Tuesday is a Virgo moon, and Virgo is very pernickety, on the shadow side, or it depends which way you look at it, but on the shadow side, it's nitpicky. It's like it's looking at the details, it's assessing everything, critical basically. So, but like you said, that's why I said it depends which way you look at it. A critical eye is like needed in some jobs. If you think about some jobs where it's like, it's life or death if people don't have a critical eye for things. Um but other time if you're too like that, it's a bit much, isn't it? Or if someone's like that towards you. So there could be something like that going on. Now, this hasn't happened for ages, but and sometimes it happens and I don't say, but if you've never seen me before, basically when I start to feel like heat at the back of my heart or the just basically my heart or the back my back at the heart, it's when, they're channeling like heart healing or, like strong activations to the heart. So I really do feel that coming through. And when I say I really do feel that, it's always a stronger message too. So let's see. So welcome if you're new. My name's Claire, not Crystal. This channel is about empowering you on your twin flame journey, your inner divine feminine, your inner divine masculine, and whatever's going on your twin flame journey. And currently, I'm picking up on a lot of very strong, intense union energy. And, like I say all the time, again, I get bored of saying it, but um, this can happen whenever. But all I know is I am strongly picking up on that. Like, even when I'm just walking about, potting about, like I put a post, so I'll put it below. But yeah, that was hilarious. That I was like, I just pulled that card. Welcome home, mission accomplished, 1111. So might end up being the thumbnail. We'll see if it comes out again. Um, and right, so I don't know when that, like, say that was like 30 minutes before an hour before. It wasn't long before. It was just when I was potting about. I was like asking what the energy was. And then right as I was just thinking it, a bit later, I was like, it just feels like loads of people are coming into union. Like right now, it feels like it's happening. Um, and and yeah, you couldn't make it up. Like a car went blading past, and it was just for enough for me to hear. It's the final countdown, and I mean that's just so funny because like there's one of the exercise videos that I do. Like the person always sings it before the end as well. Because again, I always sort of sing that in my head when it is a final countdown or something. But so yeah, it's the final countdown. I might put that in the title. Um, and then when I was getting ready to do this card fell on the floor. Message. So I think I'm going to show that in the Gemini one too, but it just grabbed my attention there because Gemini is the third house about communication. But yeah, I do, like I said, I do feel there's communication coming, or there's people wanting to meet up to talk and stuff like that. So again, it can't be for everyone, like I say all the time, but it is for some. So I think I'll put, where am I going to remember it? I'll put it there. So let's get into this because I don't want to make it too long. Um, I just want to do one for Tuesday and probably Wednesday, so that gives me a wee break because well, it's funny I'm saying like tomorrow, because tomorrow's on the day you're watching this, I'll be taking today off because although it's not loads filming three of the signs when I'm used to filming them all in a row, it's just like I said, I feel it's just my energy is like so much more intense, and it's like um yeah, it just feels a bit too much. Like it feels like I don't want to do all of them in a row like that. Um, it's like I'm just feeling into it. It's like I feel it. It's like I've been in my feminine energy for many years now, but it's like I'm so uber in my feminine energy. Like if you think about it, that's like my masculine side of me calming down a bit. Like I could, but I don't want to kind of thing. I want to soften into just doing it three at a time. So So yeah, if you could let me know below if you're not shy, would you like to see like, I'll just pick three of the random signs per week and release some, probably release them all at the same time once a week. So you've got three signs to watch in the week kind of thing. And then I'll release, you know what I mean? Like it just feels kind of good to me to do it that way. Because there's people I watch that it's not exactly that format, but it's, you know what I mean? And it's, but then equally there's, yeah, actually, I don't know if I watch anyone that does it, like releasing them all like that. Like I said, I done that because that was my way. I would like to do anything like anyone else does it, but come to think of it, quite a few people that I watch, that's a bit of a similar format where it's like three at a time or so. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know. Let me know which way you want it. Right, okay, so what's the scripture? God is our God forever and ever. He will be our guide even to the end. I think the point is because I don't always really like to make it about the star signs. Like I don't like to do it that sort of cookie cutter way. But obviously I am all about astrology and it is what people look for when they're looking for guidance usually. Um, and these get the most views. I mean that it's mental that the Aquarius ones like it had 90 something again. Look, they're like, yeah, that's what the people want. That's hilarious. So you know what I mean? If it's going to help people find the twin flame stuff, the content that I'm actually here to heal people with, then play the game. Cast your burden on the Lord and he will sustain you. Psalms 55:22. So can never say that word, but right. So um right. The other thing is the song that went off on the alarm was I wanna give you wild love, the kind you've only dreamed of. So it's James Bay. So if you listen to it yourself, but it's quite a well, it's racy, but it's it's like, talking about the lights down low, or that's another song. What's that song? Oh, na, 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 lights down low. That's a nice song too. But they've both got a similar mood. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know what word to use. Spicy doesn't seem right, but spicy is what's coming up with the full moon in Scorpio a week today. But it's like, sensual. That's the word we're looking for, guys. So I realize all the mistakes I've made. The distance between us kills me, and I'm afraid that I've lost you forever. Yeah, so it's like that kind of similar, just a very similar energy what I was picking up on last night. But this is why I'm thinking feeling the gap closing. It's like I can't smile at that, can I? Because it's a bit sad, but it's like I don't know. But so we've got that. What else? I sabotaged our connection because it was too intense. But now it's like it's weird. It's like I'm feeling now there's a group of masculines like craving the intensity, you know what I mean? It's like you've been starved from it for too long. And it also very much feels like, it wouldn't this person can't get that from anyone else. Like when you're true to flames, like they want it from you. The connection that is. Right, so um right. I was gonna use these question cards, wasn't I? Where did I put right, yeah, these conflict ones were pulling me in. So I'm just gonna trust that at least some people need this. So I, I've not got time to do like yeah, I'll be here forever. So I don't want to do one for like twins in union, twins in separation. I'm going to do it as if you're in union, right? So the twins, because I've got twins in union that watch me. So the root of the conflict. So let's see what the root of the conflict is. Oh, the deck I want to use is on the floor. Forgetting it. Again, if you're wondering why it's on the floor, it's because it fell the other day when I was filming, and then I was filming and I'm tired. But that's what I mean. Like tomorrow, while stressed, and that's what I'll do. I have to because it's absolutely doing my nut. And I'll more than likely I'll get this all tidied up at the full moon or something because it's a good time for tidying. And talking to the full moon, if you want to do, I'm going to hold space, meaning I'm putting it out there. But if people don't want to do it, that's fine. And I always just take it like, right, I wasn't meant to do it kind of thing. But um It's just because I used to hold these all the time. Like I used to hold monthly women's groups or monthly groups that were open to, to women and men, which this one's, I'm just holding this for women and men. But obviously if it ends up just being all women, or I doubt it would be like all men, but it changed the vibe a bit. If it was all women, it would be kind of, yeah, it would change the vibe a bit. But I'm just leaving it open to whoever wants to join. And but it will be deep and it will be intense. It will be looking at our shadows. It could get emotional. So I'm just warning people. Again, I'm putting people off before it's, but yeah, that's Monday night. So just check the details below and we'll just see if anyone's interested. And basically, generally, if you've never been on one of these with me, like it's just, again, it's like quantum healing, it's clearing, it's activations, it's hypnosis because I'm at the therapy as well. I'm very informal with the NLP. I'm just always encouraging you. That's really annoying me how tried out that's went. And I just can't be bothered getting up to I might need to get up to fix that. That is really, I was about to put the Florida water in it. That's hilarious. I can't do that. It might help. But there's pernickety. Look at how pernickety I'm being. They're using this as part of the channeling. Either you're being pernickety about yourself, or someone's being pernickety about you, or they're being pernickety about themselves. You know what I mean? It's good. I think it's going to come out in one of these block cards. But yeah, and what breaking point? Breaking point. Limit. Final straw. Overwhelmed. Wow, that's like what I'm feeling. You know what I mean? So someone's at a breaking point and an emotional storm. So that is the root of the conflict. Um, so let's just leave that out. So that feels like the root of the conflict for the masculine. What is the root of the conflict for the feminine? Also, I've never noticed this before. This guy is sitting on an Apple Mac. So again, this could be somebody that's like at breaking point, watching you from afar. Again, this is what a lot of masculines do, whether you are the masculine or they're the masculine, because it's part of the journey. You know what I mean? It's part of the journey working out what this is all about. But yeah, like somebody could be just not feeling too good, like being that far away. Yeah, the distance is killing them. So what is going on with the feminine? So it's went into it's went into twins and separation again. I'll do that first and then I'll see. Maybe for the unexpected outcome, things didn't go the way I planned. So, that's interesting, wasn't it? Because I was saying it was like someone's being nitpicky, but that I could see how that, like, planning is Virgo too. So it feels like, it feels like if you're the feminine, whether you're male or female, it feels like whatever you had plans for your life, um, like, but I want to change it to like things that you thought would already be in your life, at whatever age you are. It hasn't went to plan, and so for whatever reason, and obviously when it's to do with love, it's because you both have to be on the same page. But when we break it down to twin flames, which is who I read for, it is divine timing. So again, and notice it's like a woman on that card, and it's a guy. So I do feel it's like, wait a minute, like it's like, the smiling just doesn't seem appropriate, but it's things haven't went to plan for either of you, whoever's resonating with this. So what's a sense of care that can smooth? No, they're not the right cards. What's a sense of care that can smooth the conflict for these twins that are in separation, whoever resonates with this? And then we'll do the other one for the twins in union. And like I keep saying, again, it's just because I want to get these signs out of the way. But basically, when I get a quiet moment tomorrow or the next day, more than likely I'll get my shit together to put it out. Basically, let's say a week today. A week today, I will aim to have added the other perks to the membership. But I'm just low key telling you right now that I'm going to be adding the other levels to the membership. So I'm bringing synergy back. So synergy is the highest level, which will be aimed at twins that are in union. Um, so Yeah, so basically it'll all be twins in union. Because see, like that's funny because with work stuff, that was me. Like that was what I planned, um, and I want to make it more strictly about that. Like it's for twins in union, so you can join if you're not in union. It's just it's up to you. But and then you might just you see what it's all about, and then you can leave again, I suppose, if you don't want to be there. But just so that'll be there, and then I'll have a third level as well, which I can't remember what before I put like a distance healing on the third level. Might keep it that or change it, but I will have discounts um from definitely the third and the fourth level up, but maybe I'll put it on the second level too. So uh right, okay. And thank you for whatever level you're on right now. We're a humble little bunch right now. It can fluctuate, but it's right now. But it's who's meant to be there. It's absolutely who's meant to be there. So what is the care that can help smooth the conflict going on in the masculine? Drink tea. Well, I've got that one sorted. I've got my tea there. Drink tea. So I feel what they're saying is the care that can help smooth the conflict, and you, if you're the masculine, that's how I'm going to speak to you if it's you. Um, be kind to yourself. And as I'm saying this, I can feel again, they're channeling these healing frequencies, these healing energies through my heart to you. So again, I just feel the need to. I know a lot of the masculine energies, female and male, deal with very strong feelings. I help a lot of people that can, go through extreme anxiety and the wee hand. That's funny. Um, so again, I hope that's not you, but I do know that that is a thing. The hand's going to go up again. That's hilarious because it triggers it. But you see the word triggers. So yeah, so I feel this is just about getting still. That's what could help being at breaking point and overwhelm. That makes sense. What's something else that could help the masculine? Truth. Truth is different at different levels of consciousness. Reserve judgment. I can see how it's like the feminine side. You, it's like you're at conflict because things haven't went the way that you thought it would, or that you planned on your side and hoped the other person would be on the same page. And the masculine's at breaking point and overwhelmed because it's the same with them. Like they had a plan and things haven't went to plan. And again, that we'll see if any of the drama comes out, but that can be because sometimes the plan didn't even involve you and they've picked the wrong person. Sorry to call a spade, but you know what I mean? But sometimes it's not as simple as that. Sometimes it's like, usually it's the masculine actually has always wanted the feminine but didn't feel good enough, or there's things in the way, so they pick somebody else that's easier, blah, blah, blah. It's never as simple as, well, they want you. It's usually quite the opposite. Like I said, it's usually they pick people that are not as bothered about, which obviously, let's face it, it doesn't mean that they don't care about the other people they pick about. That some you might like to tell yourself that it makes you feel better, but let's be honest, it can be people that they do care about and they do fancy stuff, but it's not the same. It's not as strong. And when it is strong, it's toxic. All these kind of things, or it's boring, toxic or boring. Sorry, again, I'm really Mercury and Aries. It's calling a spade a spade. But reserve judgment. So again, that's what I was feeling. The masculine, I feel, can be very critical and judgmental themselves, but that can then they can also put that on the feminine. So it's getting still with your own truth. Sorry if this is triggering, but true. Um, so let's see. It's saying your role in the conflict. Oh, what cards for that? Let's get. Oh God, guys, they're pulling me to. Is that what's the tea or is it? Yeah, okay. What I picked up these. So, what is the masculine's role in this conflict? Moving, making it rain, focused on money, getting it. So, I feel the role in the conflict could be someone was more focused on like money and keeping it moving is the way I'm taking that. But also, like, side note, like this masculine could be moving house or moving business or moving, there's some sort of movement in their life. For some people, it could be moving countries, you just never know, but it's like somebody's focused on their career. So that's what I feel the role in the conflict is for the masculine. I'm going to leave them there. What's the role in the conflict for the feminine? Sorry, this is hilarious. Looking you up, researching you, studying you, getting info. This happens a lot. That more feels again like the guy at the computer. Like, look, the masculine's feelings. They're on their phone, they're at the laptop, they're looking you up, they're researching, they're awakening. But to be fair, because it did come out in the feminine side, because either can be both, if this is your story, it's like the role in the conflict could be this just like this, that to me feels like chasing energy. So take that, like, and like I always say, it doesn't need to be that you were literally hounding them, chasing them, calling them, texting. I hope you weren't. Fucking hell, have some more respect for yourself. But it's like, just saying, but it's like you're gonna have the opposite problem right here. It's, fucking hell, once I've made it clear how I feel and somebody's ignored me, you'll not be hearing from me again. And that's not ego, like I'm saying that for a reason. That's not saying that from ego. It's that sometimes you've done more than enough, and it really is time to balance the scales there. That's all I'll say on that one. And like it gets to a point where if you reach out, if you always are the one to reach out, it's completely imbalanced scales. So just know if that's in your case. So because you could say that that's even the case because of what I do every day, and then I chip in sometimes when it's, when it feels like they want me to. So that's, yeah, I think it's more than clear how I feel. But yeah, I'm taking that to be like your energy, like, yeah, because it's on a phone. Like, it's like, this can be like if you're always watching videos about twin flames, like this person can feel that. Um, and that's your role in the conflict, divine feminine, female and male. You know what I mean? That makes sense. So I think that's enough of them. Well, do they want one more? Unfazed. Oh, that's interesting. Hmm. And though this is because this is unfazed, I know what they're saying. The masculine, the role in the conflict you're playing feminine is you could have went from. I feel that I know exactly. That's what it's hard to. I know that the cards don't say it, but anyway, see what I mean. This is weird. Every time I'm filming a video on the moon, I channel the moon's energy. I never like question myself and overthink. I just spit the message out. But it's like they're making me do it because this is the energy of whoever connects with this, all the people, because it makes sense to a lot of people. If you're the feminine, female or male, you've went from like you could have been obsessively watching twin flame videos or just, watching things, because it comforts you as well, when you're at that part of the journey or you get in a bad habit, whatever the thing is. But now it's like you're not doing that's what I've been saying, like you're not doing that as much. And that could have been you could have been phasing that out over some years. Because that's to be real, that's my story. That's why I was at a point in my life a few years ago where I did need personal readings because I was really anxious and it did comfort me. But then I got to the point where I'm like, I'm not actually getting these personal readings because as great as some of them were, they're not real time and they can literally be years out, right? Which that's amazing. That is amazing because that's what I can do for people too. But your life is happening now, and this is for Virgo Moon. It's about being, being realistic. But one thing I've noticed is, lately, again, I hadn't bought personal readings in ages, and I'd got one whenever I said it was a few months ago, and it was a wee one, and it was actually more based around work stuff, although stuff always comes out about my love life. And but more recently I got one as well, and it feels like the energy is more in alignment with where we're really at. So But there's never any guarantee when I do it or when other people do it for you, or especially not the general readings, and especially not when I channel it, because I'm crystal clear visions. I pick up on the visions of the future. So you're better scrolling back to ones I've done ages ago. But in my opinion, that is the way with everyone. And like I always say, that's why I don't do weekly readings and stuff. Now and again, I get in a habit of doing weekly readings on the membership, but it's like, yeah, not so much. I just kind of do it when the energy calls to do it. So it's more random, spontaneous ones I do there. So like when I'm doing the prayer circle, I pull the energy. That's basically what I'm saying. So yeah, but I feel you've went from, like I said, being focused, chasing, and that energy, watching stuff, to basically it looks like you're not bothered, but we know that you are. But that's that's really interesting. So that's what's coming through it. I'll put those back now. And it's causing conflict in the masculine because they feel like you don't care. But this is, you see how this is all meant to happen like this because it shifts the energy. The self-care I need to move past the conflict. Now, what's the self-care the masculine needs to move past the conflict. Let go. Let go of the need to be right. Let go of your ego. Let go of the outcome. Let go of karmic situations. Let go of what other people think. You decide. Masculine, feminine's masculine side too. What's the self-care that the feminine needs to move past the conflict? And the masculine's feminine side, which does always seem to come through stronger when I do these ones. Look for a sign. So again, I feel you're not a stranger to noticing the signs and synchronicities. Notice how I told the story of the car going past. I mean, these things literally happen to me 24/7, not even kidding. Everyone knows that's around here all the time. But that was, the timing was insane. It's up to you. Compromise. That's what I get. Right, so the self-care that the feminine needs to move past the conflict is to decide that, do you want to compromise with your divine masculine or not? You know what I mean? And I think we all know the answer for the true divine feminines, whether you're female or male. But it's like, it's up to you. Like, there is an opportunity to compromise with this person. And, you know, like I said, it does feel like this person's in an emotional storm right now, but that's because they're breaking down to break through. So that's why you're not to, like, because basically, God, that's a bit loud. There's absolutely no need for that. That's somebody's fucking radio. Anyway, don't think you'll hear. That is so loud. That is insane. They better fucking keep it moving because I can't even believe how loud that person's radio was. Anyway, so this is, well, this is noise cancellation. You might not even be able to hear any of it, but it was really loud. So yeah, I feel there's a compromise coming. I feel, and also right after Virgo moon, it's Libra moon later on in the week. I feel someone is coming to compromise, and it's up to you whether you want to hear them out or not. But if you do, there's going to be a success. So wait a minute. That's a nicer thumbnail. No. It's like, I've got lipstick on my teeth. Sorry about that, but I was like, look like I had lipstick on my teeth. So yeah. So again, could we stop it there? What does the feminine want to say back to the masculine? That fell out. Mum says hang up. I think that's got to do with when I said, you know, let go of other people's opinions, like, because it's just coming out loads, like, you know, not just with this deck, because obviously there is a chance but it doesn't always fall out. You know what I mean? It fell out right away. What else? I don't contact you to give you space when all I want to be is around you or speak to you at least. Sad face. And I pray for you every day. Oh God, that shot out. You're the first person I think of when I wake up and the last person when I sleep. That's really interesting because when I was watching something earlier, somebody pulled a card like that. Like, and then look, there's me like, oh no, shock horror. I watch these too. I'm not going to fucking lie about it, guys. It does my nut in when I watch people, nice people. But when I watch people that try to make out they watch the videos too. Come on, pull the other one. Nobody's believing you. You might not watch it as much, but you do watch them. Anyway, whenever your fear tells you I wouldn't want to hear from you, it's just that. I always do. And that's why, honestly, I do like to be honest about it. Like, I used to watch so many, but like, as the last couple of years went on, it gets so boring because it's so, you just don't know when this is. It can get addictive at times as well. Like I've said before, there's some people I watch, they've absolutely read not just my story, they've read our story, and it's kind of embarrassing sometimes. So I'm like, oh my God, this is like, you know what I mean, word for word, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like you feel exposed. But again, I know that's what I make people feel too. But again, it's general, guys. If you resonate, you resonate. But you just don't know when it's going to happen. So you do have to let it go. See how that fits? I've always got your back and I'm proud of you. I will never reject you. That's your own fear. Oh, wow, they're all matching up. I don't even mind that some will think I'm crazy for believing you'll remember us. They'll see in time. Yeah, I think these moments are coming soon. And I get lost in your sexy eyes. Oh, yeah, see, there's that sensual energy coming in again. Um, let's get, I feel like using some of the other masculine ones. What what does the masculine want to say? Because I'm going to end this one now. So again, I'm going to end this one now. You see, somebody could be ending a connection for the one they really want. That feels very Scorpio full moon. And I can't face you right now because I'm busy doing that. Sorry to be harsh about it, but I mean, that kind of flowed. I'm going through a lot. Like, yeah, to be serious, it must be the energy. That's why someone's in an emotional storm and battling my addictions. Or, like I said, it doesn't need to be somebody's in a karmic storm with another person. They could be in a karmic storm with, a habit or an addiction. Now it's not the right time. Holy shit, man, that really old. Again, so well, somebody can't face you right now. They're battling addictions. It's not the right time. That's awful. But I'm coming back soon, and I'm sorry for lying to you. So there's two things. Either this person is coming back to you in an emotional storm, and you're the one that's going to calm the storm going on within them. Because that's what twin flames do for each other. Once you're through the bulk of the, let's face it, the fucking dark bit of it, you're there to support each other. And that is part of both of you getting over your own egos, Because like I say all the time, you can have an ego death, but you still, sorry, I'm going to do that. Oh, why is it went so frizzy at the bottom? Um, but you know what I mean? You've still got an ego, even when you've had an ego death. It's just about keeping it in check. And at the end of the day, if you fall into that one-upmanship with your twin flame, you're missing the whole point. And that's why, I was stressed like when I said that, like, look, if I genuinely felt I need to reach out to him, I would, and I have done it. But it's not what I'm guided to do at all. But I do pray for him every day, and and it's because I just feel I would be taking away something that I know he can do himself. So I want to come back home to you. You're where I belong. And anyway, come away from me personally, but that's just my input, if that helps anyone. What else have we got here? Blessed. I'm blessed beyond measure to share such powerful divine love with you. I'm so grateful for you and give thanks to divine creator. Embrace your beautiful divinity as your precious gift in my life. Spark. My love for you is written in the stars. We have a spark between us which is undeniable and visible to everyone around us. You're the miracle that dropped into my life and lit me from within. Look up to the stars tonight and know that I'm under the same sky thinking about you. We're destined to be together for many lifetimes. We don't need to rush this love. Our love is eternal. Yeah, there's a lot coming through about not regretting things. Look, regret it. My intention was not to hurt you. I'm so ashamed and embarrassed. And oh, look, I can't face you right now. I can't bear to look you in the eyes and tell you everything. I can't stand the thought of making you cry. Just let me build up the courage to confront us. Yeah, like I can feel there's a lot of intensity going on with whoever's resonating with this. And that's the thumbnail. Yeah, but I wasn't actually meaning like intensity. Good way, like there's a lot of intensity going on because it feels like there's a lot of truth. I'm going to use that as a there's a lot of truth that needs to be spoken about here, and some of it is not nice truths, especially because we're coming up for the full moon in Scorpio. But either way, like this person is guided to take action. Baby steps are still steps. They're better than standing still because this person can't bear to be away from you. So, and it's kind of like, and I feel there could be like quite a lot of drama involving other people. We'll always come back to each other. So, yeah, expecting faith, manifesting, releasing, letting go, moving on, walking away. Yeah, I feel some people are walking away from karmic things, and I feel there could be complications with that. Um, yeah, right, okay. So it didn't end up being twins in union, but let's give just some let's give some twins in union a wee bit. What's something for some twins in union? Clear energy blocks, activating the higher chakras, divine feminine. You need to clear your energy. So, like I've been saying, I work with a lot of the sessions I've had over the past sort of few months are twins that are in union. So, and it's not always what you might think. I don't mean like people that have been apart and they're together. It's like twins in union, but like twins in union that it's like the deal with God is, right, you can be together, but you have to now do the individual healing that that people in separation do before they get into union. That's hard to describe, but that's kind of like clearing trauma. Like if you didn't spend quite a long time doing that, or you didn't have therapy and stuff like that. But it's just because the twin flame journey is so challenging. If both people aren't at the same level, you do still need support. So yeah, masculine rebirth, personal freedom unleashed. But I feel this masculine is freeing themselves from some type of addiction because on this card, and there's going from a caterpillar and a butterfly, but look, see how there's like a chain? You see that there? It's like I feel this masculine is, yeah, healing some type of addiction or bad habit or whatever, or however that would fit. What else? Why this card wants to come out so much? This, I know I said twins in union, but they could be meaning like this is also twin flames that are about to be in union. This masculine's freeing an addiction that can be codependency and someone that they might have felt was someone they were meant to be with. Twin flame intense change. Either that or that's what I was thinking that actually when I saw the hand with the chains, it's like even divine masculines that are in union, it's where they can still get like karmic energies trying to hit them up. And because the reason that's very clever how they're telling me that. Because earlier when I was watching something, was it an advert? Oh no, it was a short. Oh my god, they're fucking hilarious. I might put one below. There's loads, but they're really funny. Um, it's these wee skits, these wee comedy sketch things, and it was, there was a few, but there was ones about like, well, kind of, yeah, there was one similar to that, like ones where it's like, oh, that, well, there was a not nice one about cheating, and then there was a one that was nice, and it was like, it had something about like, I don't know what it said, but say it's like when you're in a happy couple or something, and it was like, hey, that girl hit me up again. And she said, I won't tell your girlfriend. But he's telling his girlfriend, and they're both like fucking decked, like they're both pissing themselves laughing. Um, It's really funny. I will put that one below. But there was another one I saw that was like that was funny too, but it was like the kid grassing on the dad. So that was funny too. But you know, like the basically it's like I feel it's basically like it's Jezebel. Right, wait a minute, I need that. It's Jezebels, you know what I mean? It's like people that chase after people's men and women, you know, and again, and that's what angers me about this journey because it can seem, you know, it can seem like it can be made out until people realize who's the real deal and who's not and who's got good intentions and who hasn't. It can be like flipped the other way that the divine feminine's chasing after somebody else's man or woman or whatever. But it's not really quite that simple, is it? It's the twin flame connection is like when someone is the other half of your soul, like that is your divine masculine energy. Do you know what I mean? So you can't help you've got a connection with them, but you can, you know, be disciplined around what you do about that. Which actually, there you go. That's another reason why divine feminines don't reach out to their divine masculine because you either know they're with someone else or you suspect or you don't know. It's risky. Um, so let's just see why I'm getting. There's a Jezebel card in this. I'm getting the feeling that you know either twins in union or you're about to be in union, and it's like the masculines are you know, having people at them and it's you. So if you're the masculine, you have to make a decision. Do you want to be with your twin flame and move forward, or do you want to still have like I don't like that word, but yeah, low vibrational kind of toxic people around you that are going to hurt you? Wish. The masculine wants their wish fulfillment. After dealing with a phony trickster illusion and fairy tale. But wow, look at what they're saying to you. Where's that fucking card? I know what they're saying. Look, times under pressure, anxiety, decision, time's running out. It's like, oh, that's so crazy because that's like, I just said it all. And then again, this is why I love the cards backing me up. I don't need, but you see it, I don't need the cards. I feel the energy, but it's like, that's just for the new people. That's what I feel is going on here. It's like, false twin flame, intense change. Somebody chose an illusion. Somebody chose something that they may have felt what had some kind of substance to it, or you know, was forever, or you know, going to be, you know, at least a you know, something like that. But it was an illusion. It was a fairy tale. And this person's had some kind of awakening that they always come back to you. You always come back to their mind. But also that's what I see. That's funny because I was almost losing what they were wanting me to say. They want it to be a warning to people if you are in union or when you get into union. Be very mindful of being pulled away by these Jezebels because it is a fairy tale, it is an illusion. And you could lose what you really want chasing an illusion. Voids. Avoid rushing to fill the voids with love, seek inner fulfillment first. And it's just like that's really deep, but it's for those of you like the masculine energy, whether you're male or female, that you're looking for attention in all the wrong places. So it's like that's why those of you that resonate with that come to someone like myself or whoever you resonate with to work on the self-love before you sabotage or something. Yeah, friendship. This connection is based on friendship. It may never develop into a romance, but what they're saying is don't allow the lines of friendship to cross into more than that and jeopardize your union. Because remember, I'm talking to people that are in union. Trust, guard your heart. Not everyone deserves your trust. Yeah. So there's, so again, you know, whoever that makes sense to, but there's something coming through there about because that skit was about somebody saying, "Oh, I won't tell your girlfriend." Toxic Jezebels that do shit like that. What else? Love conquers all. Yeah. So again, that's not going to be for everyone, but wherever that might be relevant, love conquers all in the end. So, but yeah, I can feel that there is a warning there about don't give up the good, don't give up the great for good. You know that comes to mind. Yin, you're feminine. Don't give up. You're feminine. It's like, don't give up a whole roast dinner for a hamburger. And definitely not McDonald's, because if you know, you know. I'm not telling you what it is. That's, you do want to be eating that. Poised. Serendipity and it fork in the road. See what I mean? Fork in the road in reverse though. Exchanging gifts. Observer. I think they're talking about the ones that are in separation. And yeah, I'm getting confused. This is, I didn't mean to be this long, but whatever. So again, whenever I say things like that, it's part of it too. But yeah, so this is for Tuesday. Yeah, I'm going to do Wednesday night. See you later.